This week on Sport Fishing, we're back aboard the Clemente, and we left out of Dana War Sport Fishing out of Dana Point, California, just about a couple hours ago. And right now we're right in front of San Onofre, right in front of Camp Pendleton. We're fishing a kelp bed, looking for calico bass, sand bass, if we get lucky, maybe even a yellowtail or two. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. I'm Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Never done this before, it's been a while. Please do not guess on getting rigged up.
Fresh fish.
Oh, we got a fighter.
Got some energy.
Right. It's getting closer.
Getting closer. It's Calico.
Holy moly, we got
Measure
that
this
thing.
guy out. How does he do it? We'll never know. Oh, nice one. Bounce him up here. That's illegal. Woo!
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Nice old legal bass right there.
That's Max.
Yeah, buddy. Nice. Ooh. Get him over here. Biggest guy on the boat right now. You want to keep him?
Yeah, fine.
You got it, man. Shake. Oh, bring him right up and over. That's a legal guy.
Go right there.
That is a sand bass.
Yeah, that's a hybrid right there.
Yeah.
Hybridized bass. Sand bass and calico combo.
Ooh, and he swallowed someone else's hook. You want to keep him?
Yes.
Gotta get bigger.
Straight up. Boom! Look at that. Hold that rod right there. Look at that calico. Look at that hook set too. Perfect. That's right up here. That's a keeper. We caught a female transferring to a male. Look at that.
Sooner.
Females are all pink, so males have the black on the two ends, so you can see a little bit of black here. All sheepheads start out as females, and then they transform depending on if there's bigger males or not in the area. So if there's not a bigger male, this male will transfer, or the female will transfer to become a male. So this one is in the middle, becoming a male right now. You want to keep him?
Sure.
Sweet.
Straight back now.
Which one? This one? Yeah, real good.
Nice. Big old guy. Keep him?
Yeah, 5.
Oh, look at that hole right in his fin.
What's going on, guy?
Yeah. The net. The net.
Nice one, Emma.
Get the harpoon out.
If that's a keeper?
Might be.
Maybe.
I'm gonna give him a measure.
Pull his tail.
Right.
Looks like a potential keeper right there.
Yeah, it does. 14%.
Fired up. 14 is your number?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a big old guy right there. Keep him?
Yeah, 18.
Got it, man.
Little calico bass. Oh no, it's a barracuda. Barracuda. Yeah. Not even really a cuda.
Barely cuda. First one I've seen today though.
Yeah.
Biggest one I've seen all day.
See a bunch of them boiling out there. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him out of here without even touching him.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Better for the fish and better for my hands.
Yep. That one was way short. All right, let's take a little break from the action here aboard the Clemente and go to the tackle box and give you a good look at the gear you need for this type of fishing. This week in the tackle box, I'm going to talk to you a little bit what we're doing today. Left out at Dana Point, and we're fishing right along the coast, fishing the kelp beds, looking for calico bass, yellowtail, barracuda, all that stuff that lives right along the kelp. For this type of fishing, you don't need really heavy gear. Something like this works out really fine. A low profile reel. You can use a 300 series with 50-pound spectra on it, or a 400 series with 65-pound spectra. On top of that, for live bait fishing, be using either 25 or 30-pound fluorocarbon, and it works out really good. These are nice and convenient reels to use. Medium action rod with it, and you're all set. If you have problems casting, then just use a spinning rod. Spinning rods are fine for this type of fishing along the kelp. You want to fish 20 or 25-pound tests on a spinning rod, and you should do fine. Now, most of the fishing is going to be with live bait, either live squid, live sardines, or if you're lucky, some live anchovies. Because of that, you need to carry a wide selection of hooks with you because you never know what you're going to have. So have everything from a size 2 up to a size 3.0 so you're prepared. For fishing artificials along the kelp, something like this works out great. Want to use a 1 ounce B52 Bucktail. Let it fall down along the kelp with a strip of squid on it. The calicos like it, the sand bass, even the yellowtail and the white sea bass will bite it too. And if you go a little bit deeper for the sculpin or the rockfish, go to a 4 or 6 ounce glow in the dark B52 Bucktail. Bounce it along the bottom where those rockfish live and you won't be disappointed. You'll catch fish. One last thing about your rods and reels, you know, when you're out there fishing, sometimes they get a little sticky. Make sure you're using the Lucas reel oil. Put it on your reels and make your reels last better, and it'll fight corrosion on the reels and it'll make it a lot smoother too. So pick up the Lucas reel oil and it'll help you out. All right, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Man, you just knew I was right there.
It's a baby whale, Jay.
Sea bass.
A
White sea bass. These guys get huge. Get up to 60, 70, 80 pounds, even bigger, over 100 sometimes. You can't even keep them unless they're 28 inches, so we gotta toss this guy back. But look at those teeth. Crazy predator right here.
Like pros, couple of pros. Wide open calico fishing.
Right, Calico, baby.
Well, look, it might be a mackerel. Let's see what I got here. If it's a bass, it's tiny. Yeah, it's a little bass. There we go. Well, this is only my second bass for today and the smallest one by far. But the guys are doing pretty good. It's pretty much fly line bait, catch the larger calico bass. And some of the guys are fishing plastics and they're doing good too. Well, let's take a little break from the action, go to the galley and show you how to cook up one of these fish we're catching. This week in the galley, we're down in Long Beach, California, in the back of my boat, the Mi Sueño. Standing next to me is Chef Mike Davis, longtime friend, grew up together in high school. He's a musician, he's also a professional chef. And Chef Mike, what do you got for us today?
Oh man, well I got some pretty exciting stuff I think. I have some fresh calico bass. So I wanted to kind of put a different spin on it, so I kind of wanted to do a little Mediterranean twist on it. Cool. So stuff it with a little bit of just king crab, parsley, and I have like a Mediterranean couscous, which I actually put a little bit of achiote in it, kind of, you know, it'd give it the nice color and just a little bit more depth of flavor. Peppers, onions, garbanzo beans, capers. This is going to be our bed for our fish. And then just finish it off with a Mediterranean relish, which is green onion, cucumber, manzanilla, olive, artichoke, and basil and fresh parsley. A lot of good flavors going on here. A little bit of my crab here. gonna put it there in the bass. A nice little bed. Then I have some prosciutto. We're gonna tie it up with some prosciutto. The secret is always sear it on the seam, and then it'll hold for you.
I've never seen calico bass wrapped in anything before.
First time for everything. So what you're looking for is a nice little sear like that. So the seam closes, and the inside, the moisture will keep the fish nice and tender. Couscous here. And this is really neat dish because it could be served either hot or cold. So it's almost kind of like a Mediterranean salad. So now I'm just gonna flip it one more time, and just when I turn off the heat and just kind of let it sit. But you see how it's nice, and you can almost hear the crispiness. So you're gonna get crispy, salty on the top, get the crab on the inside, and the fish just holding it together, baby. That sounds good. Thanks. All right, man. I think we're ready. You know, it's now like we talk about. You know, at length sometimes you can't overcook it. You gotta let it carry over. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, but I'm letting it do that in the pan. So right now it's about ready to pull.
You already turned the heat off.
Heat's been off, yeah. We're gonna stick it right on top of the couscous there. Get our Mediterranean relish happening, which this is really my favorite. I think artichokes are one of the most beautiful things on the planet. And it's fresh and it's good for you.
Well, this looks great, Mike. I gotta try this out.
Please do. A little squeeze of lime, and you're ready to go.
So we got the calico bass wrapped in the crab with the meat, and
wrapped with prosciutto, stuffed with king crab.
Okay.
Very juicy.
Oh man, look at all that juice.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm gonna dig in here and get some.
Can't overcook that fish, man.
That's different.
Different, yeah.
The crab meat, everything, all those juices.
The crab, the crab gives it an element of sweetness, plus the sea. You can taste, that's why I love about king crab. You can always taste the ocean. Like, don't do too much with it.
Yeah, and I see what you mean. How this could even be like a salad.
Mm-hmm.
This is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mike. This is totally different. Calico bass done this way. King crab in it just takes it up to another level. That's Chef Mike. And Mike, how can they find you again?
Kopis Kitchen, Kopis Kitchen on Facebook.
Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing. There we go. Skipper made another move. I got a little calico here. Get him out of this tangle. This is a tiny one. That's my sardine in his mouth. He swallowed it pretty good. I'll probably have to cut the line on this one. Doubles!
And over. Sweet, look at it. Clemente.
Oh, Sandy!
Nice up there.
That might keep right there.
Every day.
Keep him?
Yeah.
Just short there.
Oh, it's a sheephead. Oh!
Sean the sheep. Look at that big boy.
Sweet, man.
Somebody get him. A shot with him real quick.
All right, fishing with Dan Hernandez.
Here we go. Got a bass going here. Here it comes. There we go. There's a nice one. Nice calico. Got him on a fly line. Beautiful fish. This is what we're trying to catch. We've caught some barracuda, some white sea bass too, but they're both too small. But the calico bass fishing here has been really good. We're right in front of the power plant. Lots of calico bass. All right, we're gonna take a small break from the action here aboard the Clemente, and when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. For this week's tip of the week, I want to talk a little bit how we caught all the fish today. It was all about fly lining a live bait. And this week's tip is, don't just grab any bait. Make sure you grab a good lively bait and spend some time right here at the bait well. Look at all the different baits, find a good lively one, slide your hand underneath it, make sure it has all its scales and everything like that, and then pin that on, cast it out right behind the boat, and you do really well. Well, I want to thank the crew of the Clemente. We had a great time fishing with them today. I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing. And I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.